Hi, this is Catherine. This is Taking Tea with Catherine. This is Berry Bunch, a nice fruity herbal tea from Alice's Teacup. Probably very soon I'll be drinking things like this iced because it's getting a bit hot now, but for the time being I can still have a nice warm mug, and I'm glad about that. I thought it was appropriate to use Alice's Teacup because I have been going to Alice's Teacup, among other places, for a really pretty long time now, well over 20 years. And so I thought when I'm thinking about an anniversary, why not think of something that I've been doing for quite some time? I don't know. Trying to make a connection here. So what is the anniversary today that I'm speaking of? Well, it is my Booktube anniversary, which is coming up very soon. It is my 5 year Booktube anniversary. Burser. Anyway, 5 years making videos on Booktube. I can't believe it's been 5 years. I can in a way because it seems like a million years ago, the life that was happening when I was making those early videos. And some things have changed quite a lot and some things have stayed the same. My reading interests are mostly the same, but there have been a few introductions and a few varieties, and I'm pretty glad about that. It's been quite some time. I had been watching Booktube videos for close to a year at that point. Uh, um, I've mentioned this a couple of times, but what happened with me was I had gone to London, and this is my broken record. I talk about London way too much for someone who lives in New York, but I love going there, and it's not the cheapest destination, so I appreciate every time I can go there. So I went in 2017, and I had a great time, one of my best trips, and I missed it. It was about a year later, and I knew that I did not have the time or the funds to go back in 2018. I was a little sad about that, so I said, well, what am I going to do? I can't do anything about it. I can still think about things I would like to do if I were back in London again. And one of the things that I really wanted to do was go back to the bookshops there. I've been to a number of them, but I wanted to go to more. And so I looked on YouTube for some videos of London bookshops. I said someone must have made some videos about that. And I found booktubers who did so. And some classic booktubers actually, and then some relatively new ones. So that's what first got me aware. I started watching more videos from those creators, and then I realized there's a whole thing, like I said, called Booktube, that people make YouTube videos based around books, and it's a whole community. And it took me a while to narrow down my interest because I was watching just general Booktube creators that were quite popular, and they're good, but a lot of them focus on books that I'm not really interested in. But I kept watching for a while, and then just getting suggestions, algorithms, whatever, I started to find people who had more reading tastes in common with me. And I found some people that I still watch now and still enjoy now, some of which are not with us anymore now, but still quite amazing. So I watched for a while just as a viewer, and I thought, well, that's fine because I don't have the skills to make videos and I'm never going to be very successful in that, so why bother? But then as time went on, I kept thinking, all right, maybe I won't be huge, but I thought, well, I love talking about books, and I did keep a blog, which I would like to one day keep a blog again. I do like writing a lot. Most people who like reading also like writing, but it doesn't always intersect. But I loved just talking about books, and I love talking about books with my friends, the friends I have that are bookish. And there are a couple of them, but a lot of them don't live near me anymore. And that year, I think it was that year, I had a close friend who I used to visit bookshops with who was moving away. So I was really feeling that need to talk more about, yes, about bookish interests, and fewer people in IRL, as they say, to talk with them about such things. So I could watch videos and I could make comments, and that honestly would have been fine. It could have been fine for, forever. But there was just a little thing that said, why not? Why not make videos? Why not just try? And what made me realize that is because I hadn't regularly uploaded videos of any kind to YouTube. I had another channel that was just my own thing that I used to subscribe to. I wasn't at all interested in making a channel out of that particular one, but I put up some videos of my cat Freddie looking out the window at Freddie was a recent acquisition, is that the right word? I adopted Freddie in late 2018, and so I realized, oh wait, I can upload things to YouTube. And I said, well, I can at least do that. I may not be that technologically advanced compared to most people, but I can at least upload videos. I can record videos and I can upload them. So I said, well, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to make some videos. I'm going to put them up on a new channel. And if people want to watch, then that's fantastic. If they don't, well, I tried. It's not the end of the world. So I put up a few and there were a few views. It wasn't that much. But then when shortly after, a month later, Jane Austen July was happening, and I thought, well, I really want to participate in that. I love Jane Austen more than almost any author. So that was a thing, and that brought me somehow to the attention of some bigger booktubers that did shout outs. And as the months progressed, I started getting more subscribers, and I've never had a massive growth, but just enough to make me think I can keep doing this. It may not be a job or anything like that, but it can be a very enjoyable hobby. And so I kept with it, and I've had my ups and downs during the pandemic sometimes, which I know we don't want to talk about the pandemic. Sometimes I just was frustrated and didn't feel like doing it, but I also had more time, a lot of reading time, a lot of time to just make videos. So I did that, and it actually helped me. And then as time went on and the years, I'm going to make another video about my reading habits in recent years coming up soon. But I have been reading a bit less in the past couple of years, and that brought me down a little bit, feeling, oh man, maybe I shouldn't make any more videos. It's not so great. But then I said, no, keep going. It doesn't matter. This is not like, there's no deadlines. No one is going to go, complain or usually they don't complain if I don't post right away. No one's going to, go to the YouTube management and say something's wrong with her. She's not posting new videos in the past week or so. So I thought, let me just keep it up, have a good time, go at my own pace. And so here I am still 5 years later making videos, sometimes not as often and sometimes a little more regularly. And I think I'm going to keep it going as long as I can. And I hope you've been enjoying the videos. And if not, well, I hope you enjoy it from here on in. And if you like talking about the books that I talk about, which are mostly some classics, history, biography, mysteries, sometimes nature writing, and a few other things here and there, well, please subscribe. But the reason I'm making this video and rambling, which is something else I do a lot of, I love to ramble, and this is my place to do it. It's a great outlet, by the way. But when was it? 3 years ago, I had my 2nd year anniversary, and it coincided with another subscriber milestone. So I did a Q&A, and so now that's 3 years ago, and I thought, I haven't done one since, and I was wondering if you'd like to leave some questions. So this is my invitation to leave in this comment section any questions you might have for me. Now, there's no rules, but I won't respond to questions that are inappropriate, that are not nice, that are troll type of questions, that are trying to stir up any trouble, or that are so personal that I don't feel that's quite right. But otherwise, any questions you might have about reading or whatever, or something about my cats, or about tea, or about the books that I read, or my interests, or whatever, please leave below. I will, at some point in June, I believe, make a video responding to these questions. So please do so. Anyway, so that's all for now. It's one of my shorter videos compared to usual. And my nose is doing things now, so I better go. So until next time, this is Catherine at Taking Tea with Catherine. Have a lovely tea and book-filled day. Bye.